Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Iowa morning. You can see the corn here beside me. But we're not here today to play around with corn. We're here to play around with one of my favorite crops, garlic. If you follow the channel at all, you'll know that I have put considerable effort into trying to grow garlic. And one thing I tried to do this year was put them in a raised bed and see what happened. Yeah, I know, weeds, I know, yeah, well. So I think it's about time to pull these. Actually, it probably was time to pull them a week ago, but I was a little busy. So as you can see, I planted some extra peppers in here a week or two ago, and there's some older jalapenos that I put in there, and you can see that. I found out through a little research that planting plants that have deep roots, like a pepper or a tomato, in alongside your garlic or your onions is very good, because the garlic and onions, they have shallow roots and the other ones have kind of deep roots, and they don't really compete with each other. So that's a good thing. Now, I didn't know that when I did that. I was just looking for a place to put my jalapenos, but I learned that since then. But I think it's time to dig these up kind of carefully so I don't dig up these peppers, and see what we've got. And I got some that have been dead for a little while. I think maybe 2 weeks ago I could have pulled them. Anyhow, let's dig up a couple of these and see what we got. I think these are going to be little tiny ones. Ooh, they didn't grow very well. Well, yeah, pretty small. That's all right. I'm expecting a few small ones, but hopefully some of the stuff I planted will be pretty good size. Yeah, that's another kind of small one. Not terrible though. So I'm gonna kind of go in between here. I don't know. That's a little better. Yeah. Definitely better. Yeah, that's a little guy. Well, you know, these things set down a lot deeper than I thought they would. Since I planted them pretty much on the surface. And a lot of times the ground will spit them out, but that didn't seem to happen this year. And in fact, they seem to have sunk down deeper. Now there we go. That's a good one. Yeah, buddy, that's about what we like to see. Not gigantic, but that's definitely user friendly. Oh, look at that one. That's another good one. Not bad at all. Well, I'm gonna keep digging here, and I'll show you what I got when I'm done. Here you have it. It's kind of a mixed bag. So I've got, you know, the big ones, definitely bigger than last year, but then I got a lot of these smaller ones too. So I don't know, it was probably 50-50 maybe. But I think maybe the average size was a little bigger, so I'll call that a win. I guess that's about all I got for you. You know, maybe some fine tuning next year, but I've got proof of concept here. This loose soil is good for them. I'm gonna plant next year probably some more peppers in here earlier. I'm gonna keep it nice and wet. I think I had a couple of times where they got a little dry, but overall I thought I kept it pretty wet. I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, I've got to harvest these onions, and I got to get everything up on my drying rack. You got to let garlic and onions cure a little bit after you pick them. And I made a video of that last year, so I'm not going to film that, but I will link it up in the description if you want to watch that one. So anyway, I guess that's all I got for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to need to build a bigger drying rack.